Okay, good morning once again. Good morning once again. Back to Commander's Corner on YouTube. Commander's Corner on YouTube. Oko adoma subscribing. Kama. Unya be a video now. Or your YouTube page, Unya be or type in Commander's Corner. Now or the Ashim Afe. If you then you just subscribe. Under the video, no bones you actually subscribe be with the red ink. Now I subscribe on Sabo. So and also mouse and all the above, so that's it, you are good to go. You like the page and you share the page. Yen share copy him say ebe Richie where I was say a Richie Obia Enyabi. I keep telling you say this channel is all about the political world and social world and hon komo and you didn't waha. And anything concerning politics and social obetimi a channel through this medium. Your contact no na ewase no ohwa obetimi afre the production team no omo ebetimi apike o na wadi enkomo pese about area your vicinity na ibehunu de ekoso na ye share to the public na yenso yetimi atu anamo de about the contact no obetimi afre na yetimi edi ehon komo na I believe say ye wo say ye boa magana a move forward na ene ye nyina ye hu de esi ewo Ghana Parliament House. That is 26th November Friday the esi ho majority STG a walkout from the Parliament House during 2020 budget no abra omba bedoso normal to so abano ye hu say majority caucus no STG walkout che say omu free parliament ho e call say omu ntimi ntena se ema omu mobu ensam na ho na afei so ye ntimi ento aba ewo so na ensam no aye deja hula balloons ene na muwiem obia e candidate say the majority side no anya de also omo e work out from the Ghana's parliament wa bread o makoso omo ko hye emra emfamayin but sawunima na wabisa onti asia ubisa ni atro mu before I be make comment I'll make comment enti mamenka entremo na maybe show mu videos upon videos there a course nti e ma majority no STG out na me utie videos na wo hwe articles I quote no video mu na che se me ya ka se memo hwe video na ba na me ma hwe video number 1 we are me show videos be 4 me o hwe we are wan kasa betimi ajeje e che se speaker emra no onimu mra na ase den speaker of parliament onimu mra anase den anase se dwumadie no efoforo no ye hwe video number 1 emfamra ebra majority no STG out no mu hia press conference. Now the leader of the caucus, Yura, I really love this man. Wakasa, leader, Akasa. Yentie ninsamnibi, or say Che Mensa, Yentie ninsamnibi.
The acceptance or otherwise of the motion moved by the minister in respect of his presentation to the House on behalf of the President of the budget statement and economic policy for the year 2022. We want to put it on record that the Speaker was totally wrong in what business that he purportedly undertook in the House in our absence. Now, what exercise he led for our colleagues on the other side to take a decision on related to a request from the minister to be allowed space to engage both sides of the House in order to have some consensus on the positions that the two sides of the House had adopted. I cannot recollect in my life in Parliament when a prayer by a minister to withdraw a document or to be allowed to state a position is denied by the Speaker. By this resort that, okay, I will not pronounce on it, let me put it to vote. It's not happened before. We are all living witnesses in this house. When has this happened? Be that as it may, he went ahead, did what he did in absence because we were not in the chamber. And then went ahead to state that the motion on the budget, as moved by the Minister of Finance on Wednesday, the 17th of November, is lost. That whole procedure was unconstitutional. As far as we are concerned, it's null and void. It has no binding effect on anybody. Now, we say...
Wow, one kasa wakwa kotie video no mu ensem. Video no mu ensem. Wate ensem a waka ho na tie. De mo onse no ma besia no. Minister of Finance came to Parliament. Say oba beboa na afei so wa make the opportunity to accommodate the comments by the minority into the budget no omo comment omo make here no after or the budget no e buy na omo key notes na say ensem potia no omo kan no de eye key ankasa e wo mu ni omo requesting to include the ketamine relief efforts in the estimate. And again, omo requested to adjust the e-levy. The e-levy, when you talk of the e-levy, I know say and only the key here a woman see that is mobile money now. Yeah, bet taxi, you know, or send this car percentage about better so is percentage about outside 1.75% about better so no mono campaign say I was say I just in yatiso because a very huge at the Magana for Ghana for and actual we need the main keys Jana or about stage now. Finance Minister ba say ono na ye budget ne ye ono ba be ready dia che Ghana for and we all believe say eba say na o say wotena se na ono nso wo che ensem mu e de che bibi ono ma enti ase na o so ono so tena se wa bra parliament eba be bobo hu no adi hu abobo no. Do you know Speaker of Parliament ye wura bambaben e ka chen say on free parliament won ko on pie free chamber ho on pie en free chamber ho na opie free chamber ho na yewura ase edun getia wanye MP ono ne de ye living in so ontena ho na eno no majority ni bufu. And again ye hwe number e ba sitting at that time na number no enso a e wose ye to aba ho enti se speaker e jai masade no koso na meaning say emra no entwa yie enti eno so ka ho na the majority no so step out almost stage walk out at the free parliament no yanko share the next video to aso eno so nsamoba ye wi a ebeti dia so.
And so the motion on the budget, as far as we are concerned, has not been pronounced on by Parliament. It's still standing in the name of the Minister for Finance. Yeah. And in the fullness of time, a properly constituted House, not one presided over by the Right Honourable Speaker, will make the decision. Yeah. Now, out of mischief, the Speaker quoted Article 102 of the Constitution that, and I quote, a quorum of Parliament, apart from the person presiding, shall be 1/3 of all members of Parliament. He was right. The quorum is for the transaction of normal business. Maybe statements are being made, no decision is being taken. So that one, that quorum number of 1/3 can listen to it. when it comes to decision making, it is not Article 102 that applies. It's Article 104 that comes into play. You recollect that yesterday, the minority leader signals that they are going to invoke Article 104. It was not for nothing. We thought the Speaker knows the fundamentals of the Constitution. Now, what happened today involved a decision of the House. In that case, it is not Article 102. It is Article 104, Clause 1. And I read, except as otherwise provided in this Constitution, matters in Parliament, including this one, shall be determined by the votes of the majority of members present and voting, with at least half of all members of Parliament present. The number that the Speaker quoted reflected the entirety of the membership of the minority caucus in Parliament. But assuming that is right, because you have cause to believe that at least 2 of them were not in the chamber. And yet, out of mischief, they said that 137 were in the chamber. He knows that at least 2 of them were not in the chamber. Why did he do that? In any event, even if we go...
So meaning, sir, Speaker, enim, say, and Crawford MPs ni ebini ho. But yet, a percent a Jumana equals proceedings, equals while Brenswa etiamra, ade Babin. But men fault no, because some people from one Casana mo pay way for Sanima real person. Into also obey the also because obey intimidating one way Speaker, and at the same time, the party, any NDC, the opposition party, into obey the favor party. I am on causes idea way, you know. Samuma MPs ni adwuma ya say MPs na mo akasa manya adwuma yi no se manuma guas MPs amanya adwuma yi ahantan arrogance akekere mu a even ebi mo parliament is here na ahantan wo mu on say the result na munya free on say you muma speaker obre muma speaker bre bibia ni a on also fight the mamo but the niema mu ye bia so emfa kwam. And the Asako so Parliament one, Yankona Yankotie, another video. This is the 3rd video. May pour and so at me at the amount. Yankotie.
Nullity, it doesn't have any effect on anybody. And to that extent, the motion moved by the Minister of Finance has not been lost. It still stands. Colleagues, for the avoidance of doubt, to give greater certainty to the constitutional provision, let me quote Article 1, Order 1091 of the Standing Orders. That provides no question, absolutely no question, for decision in the House shall be proposed for determination unless there are present in the House not less than 1/2 of all the members of the House. And except otherwise provided in the Constitution, the question proposed shall be determined by the majority of votes of members present and voting. Assuming without admitting that he had 137 members in the chamber, there was still less than 1/2 of the 275. And by necessary implication, that exercise that he engaged in or supervised is a complete nullity. It's a complete nullity. And I believe that whoever presided should bow down his head in shame. So in the fullness of time, the proper thing will be done.
So, watch a video, no? What's here? Maybe next video, and so as bro.
Majority in Parliament. Nobody has said that a party has a majority in Parliament, but the caucus has a majority, yes. And the leader of that caucus is a majority leader, yes. And that is whether or not he likes it. Yes. The leader of the majority caucus. Look. You could have maybe the NDC have about let's say 130 or 137, right, as they have now. The MPP could have maybe 120. Will be a minority party. The NDC will be the majority party. Maybe the other parties. If all the other parties decide to join ranks with the 120 to form the majority caucus, the leader of that group is the majority leader. This is commonsensical.
Yes. Same to leader.
This is commonsensical. So whoever refuses to accept this, it's his own problem. There are no co-leaders in the House. There's only one majority leader. And he's the leader of government business. And doubles up as the majority leader.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Enti mo aka samon jeje emfama mo ho. De ekoso e wo Ghana's parliament. De ekoso e wo ho no. Sisia yehuni say the Speaker of Parliament were intimidating the majority caucus, the MPs or intimidating. But who caused them? A commenter about out these days from the Speaker of Parliament. I said, "Ni enswade bi ewura ni mu bi say." But over to you, the MPs. Mona mo causes idea. And we edimo. Enti emane nyam nwanwa because the maye no. Yes, you face this. Enti you some of fasten more belts. Because mu be face ono so be power e the amane ne party that is NDC. Enti moniema mo ye a entwa ye no. Ono obe capitalize on it. No the authority am. Even the etwa ye kwa no obe capitalize on it. Na what sim no e the authority am. Enti emane nyam nwanwa Commanders Corner on YouTube. Type Commanders Corner. It's all about Ghana politics, what is happening in Ghana. In social life, the air cost of gata and yet bola hamon electricity and the one who said you do in Kenya. Yes, you best said that Eddie Honson Kobo. And the air cost of Ghana's parliament award the budget 2022 budget and no and I met me at the abroad no. You best sound so SCPU, but more than so be the page in what I say subscribe, share na ubia and sa and kabi. Yame and Kahopa.